In this video, I'm going to share with you the ultimate content playbook for online fitness coaches. I want to start this video with a warning. The online fitness market has changed drastically in the last few years. That means what worked for attracting clients back in 2018, 2020, and even 2023 won't work as well now. You can pour your heart and soul into creating what you feel is authentic, valuable content the old way and spending hours studying the types of content that worked for coaches over the last few years. But you'll still find yourself struggling to build a following and gaining zero traction and signing very few, if any, clients at all. What content does work in 2024? To build a following of the right prospects and turn those prospects into motivated, committed clients paying premium prices. Before I dive into that and reveal the perfect content playbook with the key must-haves for online fitness professionals, let me first highlight 3 fatal mistakes most coaches are making. These mistakes might seem small, but believe me, they have the potential to stunt your reach, repel ideal clients, and make you look like just another online coach instead of a high-value professional capable of creating incredible transformations and charging premium fees. Mistake number 1 is trying to go viral. I know seeing tens and thousands of likes on a post or hundreds of thousands of views on a video might seem cool, but those numbers have zero impact on being able to charge $5,000 and up for online fitness coaching. The kind of content that goes viral is not the same content that will attract the people who are actually prepared to invest with you. Viral posts and clips tend to be dopamine focused for an entertainment hit, but we know the best type of content for attracting premium clients is long-form content. There's nothing bad about going viral, but it will only increase your revenue if you're going viral with the right type of content. In reality, chasing fame usually results in wasting hours trying to create the perfect reel, posting with high hopes, and then disappointment when it doesn't hit. Even if you do have a reel go viral, at best, you're getting more likes for a few days, but not new clients or more money in your bank account. The second mistake is trying to hack the algorithm. Sure, things like the time you post and how often you post can affect how many people see your content. But do you want a business that relies on the way the algorithm works? Probably not. You want a business where the content you post is so valuable, people actively seek it out. When you're posting the kind of content I'll show you in a minute, it speaks directly to your ideal client, they feel like you understand them, that you want them to achieve their dream as much as they do, and that you have the solutions to their problems, and ultimately they'll go out of their way to keep up to date with what you're posting. For high-value online coaches, the algorithm becomes almost irrelevant. Mistake number 3 is going for quantity over quality approach. People like Gary Vee and a lot of the hustle harder type of business gurus are all about being on people's news feeds multiple times per day. They say you should be everywhere all the time across multiple platforms. Let's say for a moment this does actually work. How much time do you think it would take? 4 hours, 6 hours, maybe 10 hours a day? That leaves you hardly any time for actual coaching, let alone room to enjoy life. Sure, you could hire a team to do this, but VAs, video editors, and content managers aren't cheap. You're looking at several $1,000s every single month. In reality, this approach doesn't work if you're not dialed in on the right type of content first. Mass amounts of low-quality content just makes you look desperate, needy, and to be honest, it probably gets annoying for your ideal prospects. It's definitely not the way a coach who values their time and expertise approaches content marketing. The more you post without relevance to your ideal prospects' greatest pains, challenges, and desires, the more people tend to zone out. If you're focused on the speed at which you can get it out, the quality inevitably drops. Low-quality content makes you look like an influencer, not a premium price coach who gets life-changing results for clients. With the right approach, posting just a handful of times a week on the platform is all you need. Here's what you do need to do in order to attract premium clients with your online content in 2024. First up, research. I know research sounds boring, but all great content stems from great research. You can have copy that sounds intelligent, but if it's not hitting the right connection points, it won't draw the attention of your ideal client. That's why you need to go back to the basics and get to know your perfect client intimately. If you've done an exercise like this before, doing it again is a great use of time. Maybe your ideal client has changed a bit, or this is a chance for you to come up with fresh new ideas. Either way, it's well worth doing. To do this, take a notepad and pen or open up a new document on your laptop. Next, we're going to list out as much as we can about several different aspects of your dream client and about your business. Answer these questions. What are the specific problems or hurdles they have to get the result they want right now? Do they struggle with cravings? Do they have a super busy schedule? Do they need to put being a parent first? Are all their families overweight and so they have the belief that they have bad genetics? Write down as many as you can think of. Then, what specific solutions can you provide to each problem? Go line by line and list out what parts of your program or methodology helps each of these challenges. Next, write down anything you've personally experienced in terms of similar challenges. You might have a lot of these, you might have only 1 or 2. It doesn't matter, write them all down. After that, I want you to write down your specialty, who you help, exactly what you do, and most importantly, why you're different from the competition. Why should someone pick you and not another online coach? After that, we're gonna write down breakthrough moments you've had in your life. Did you have your own weight loss transformation? Did a bully ever say something that caused you to make a change? Did you recover from a sporting injury? Did you see a movie or hear a song that changed your whole perspective on fitness and health? Take time to dig into your past and remember these moments. Then, I want you to think specifically about your fitness journey. Have there been any standout clients, any triumph or tragedy moments, anything that caused you to shift your entire entire perspective on something. Write these down, then write down 3 or 4 feelings to go with each one. How did this make you feel? How did this affect your relationships? Did it affect any other area of your life? You should have pages and pages of notes from these questions. This process takes time, but makes the creation of optimized content so much easier. Once we have those notes, it's time to look at what types of content we can post. We have 5 types: belief shifting content, philosophy pillar content, core value content, case studies, and reporting content. Belief shifting content has one goal: to shift the belief that your audience has from something that is not in line with your program beliefs to a sense of belief that there's a better or different way of doing things. Our goal here is to persuade, educate, and challenge preconceived notions. Can you change someone's beliefs that their genetics are holding them back from losing those stubborn 30 pounds, for instance? Can you shift their beliefs so they can stop thinking they need to go low carb to lose weight? Or maybe you can reframe their preconception that failure is inevitable the next time they diet, because actually it wasn't them. That was the problem before. It was the fact that they didn't have the right system to lose weight and keep it off. Now, you might be wondering, okay, Sameem, so how do we shift those beliefs? The answer is by introducing compelling evidence, logical arguments, or emotional appeals to sway their opinion. And thanks to the research you did earlier, you'll already have relevant stories, examples, or topics to use. You might talk about your own journey from thinking low-carb diets were the answer to realizing that actually following macros gave you more flexibility. Maybe you speak to how you work with a client who also felt like they were the reason behind decades of failed dieting, but actually you show them how they just didn't have the right program that was reverse engineered to fit them. You're going to use this research for all 5 different types of content. It will make it much easier and faster to write, plus it will pull your ideal clients to you. So what about philosophy pillar content? Philosophy pillar content is all based around what key mechanics make your program different. For example, maybe you're really into adding a Metcon circuit at the end of every weight training workout to accelerate fat burning. Maybe you believe in a targeted carbohydrate approach, or maybe in your program getting 8 hours of sleep is the secret to lasting results. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter so much. What matters is you're bringing these unique factors into a post, use one per post, and like we mentioned before, build a narrative or story around it. For example, you could write a post about how a client of yours hit a plateau, but by simply adding in 2 Metcon circuits after their workouts, every week, they suddenly started seeing the scale drop. What's key is not just telling them the facts, but also adding an emotion, talking about the frustrations your client had, and how excited they were when they finally started seeing and feeling results. Don't be afraid to be polarizing either. The whole idea with sharing your philosophies is that you want to sound different from your competition. This might rub some people the wrong way, but your dream clients will appreciate your uncensored opinions. Be true to your philosophies and don't hold back. Makes sense, right? The third type of content is core value content. This is all about connecting with potential clients at a deeper level and talking about shared values you have. One value could be showing up for your family, so you could talk about how this is important to you. You understand what it's like for other busy parents, because they desperately want to lose weight and get lean, but they're also overwhelmed with trying to juggle everything from spending time with their kids to cleaning the house, afraid of being selfish and taking up too much time for themselves. You could then say, to get around this, you could make sure every client you work with has a selection of plug-and-play at-home workouts they can do anytime, anywhere that lasts no longer than 16 minutes. See how that works? Just remember to always promote your values. Another core value can be honesty. So you could speak about how your clients might get slightly slower results than some other online transformations they've seen, but you value setting realistic expectations and would rather deliver results that actually stick. You could also create posts around being an innovator, how you love community, and so try to include that element in your programs. Why you're a big believer in resilience because of your upbringing, and so that's a value you try to help your clients embody. The list is endless, and I love this style of content because it truly speaks to prospects who are a great values match for you. Our fourth type of content is case studies, but a word of warning here, case studies should not be just before and after pictures. Also, I don't suggest just stating the client's results in terms of the amount of weight or inches lost. To speak to your prospects on a deeper level, you need to tell their story behind the transformation. Start with the struggle the client had, what they'd tried already, how their failed attempts made them feel, what made them reach out to you. Speak to their objections, then talk about how you coach them, the short and the long-term physical wins, the short and long-term emotional wins, then share their closing thoughts as well as your closing thoughts. Longer form case study posts like this take your transformation photos from looking cool but not doing much in terms of profit to being impactful stories that sign countless ideal clients because you're showing compassion and expertise. Finally, the fifth type of content is reporting content. A reporting content type of post looks like this. I get asked all the time about blank. You can mention a popular or controversial product or service. Here's my take. You can then explain why people might believe in this common idea or myth, but then uncover why actually it's not true. Use data or science if you can, and then tie it into a real-world example so the reader can easily see why this approach didn't work for them. Analogies are also great. And if you need to, you can even use AI to use analogies to break down complex topics. From here, you can segue into what you do with clients instead and why it's a better approach. You can use logic and emotions since the human brain responds to both. So that's our 5 content types covered. We just need to address a few more things. How to actually get clients from these posts, how often to post, and when to use each type of post. My best suggestion for how to turn these posts into clients is to add a call to action at the end of every one. What most online fitness coaches get wrong is they either copy and paste the same call to action in every single post, or they just put something generic or cliche to close. What you want to do is mix up your call to actions. Sometimes you can just post something short, DM me for more info, or head to the link in my profile to check out my program, for example. That can work okay here and there. Other times though, you want to go a bit deeper. Talk about how if the reader resonates with what they just read, and if they struggle with the problem you talked about and want the specific result you offer, they should head to your calendar to book a call, or sign up for your email list, or drop a message, whatever you want them to do. On that note, I advise mixing up where to send people to. If you charge $1,000 or more per month for coaching, you're usually going to want to have a call with them before they become a client. Other times, you can direct them to another post on a similar topic, send them to a video you made, tell them download your lead magnet, drop a comment with any questions, or even send them to watch a pre-recorded webinar VSL that will give them further value. There's no set best ratio where to send prospects to, but as long as you're frequently changing up your call to action, you'll be fine. Plus, you can always keep track of what call to actions tend to do the best towards inquiries and revenue, and then use more of that at the right time. Lastly, what should your post playbook or frequency look like? The way I see it, we have 5 types of content: belief shifting, philosophy pillars, core values, case studies, and reporting. So it makes sense to try to create a post for each one once a week. If it makes it easier, just think of posting daily, Monday through Friday. Most of your posts should be long form, and they should all draw from the research doc we put together in the beginning. I really can't stress how important that is. If you really take your time in the research, and you keep adding to it over time, you'll never run out of ideas. Plus, you'll be able to quickly and easily create captivating content that speaks to your ideal clients and does a lot more for your revenue and client numbers than trying to go viral or just posting endless short videos and memes ever will. In the world of fitness coaching, your content is your voice. So start today and see the transformation for yourself, and subscribe to the channel for more tips to grow your online fitness coaching business. See you guys in the next video.